modern Formula 1 driver would be closer to the pace of an older Formula 1 car than an old driver would be in a modern car. Because people always say that a modern driver would have no hope of driving a car from like the 70s or the 60s, but I think that also works the other way around, if not more so. There's a couple of reasons why. Number one, just look at this steering wheel from 1969. This was Bruce McLaren's first ever steering wheel. This is 1988, Ayrton Senna's famous MP44 steering wheel. You've got boost and you've got radio. Even into the 90s, they're still not quite as complicated as they are today. The drivers today have to manage so much more than ever before. These aren't even race cars. These are basically just computers at this point. I don't know if a lot of drivers from the past would have the mental capacity to do what these drivers do and change like a million different buttons every single lap. Modern Formula 1 drivers are the peak of athleticism. Drivers back in the 60s, 70s, 80s were very far from being peak performance athletes. This is still my favorite era of drivers, but their diets consisted mainly of cigarettes and alcohol. And because of the way that modern Formula 1 cars have been developed, the aerodynamics is insane. The grip that these cars have in corners is unbelievable. If you haven't seen the video from 2020 of Lewis Hamilton going through turn 12 Pro at Spa, it is insane the grip that he has. He just flat through the entire corner. If you put an old driver in that car, their neck is snapping. Modern drivers have never had to race with 3 pedals. They've only ever used 2. So maybe a lot of them wouldn't be able to adapt to using the foot clutch rather than the flappy paddle. The biggest factor from the old cars is the safety concerns. Modern Formula 1 cars are so indestructible that the modern drivers probably don't even have that fear that they used to. Just think of some of the insane crashes around the last few, like Gabi Bortoletto at Spa this year, like Max in Silverstone 2021, Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen in Monza, where they landed on top of each other. Back in the 70s, that was game over. The biggest caveat for a modern driver is, can they drive the car on the edge, knowing that if something goes wrong, that might be it. Let me know what you think. I think it's an interesting topic. I still do think that a modern driver would be closer to the pace than an old school driver in today's cars, but it's just a bit of fun.